Hello! It's lovely and mild here, but winter is coming, and I just thought I'd tell you about 5 things that you will need to get through winter. And the 5 things I'm going to be talking about are all preventative medicine that you already have in your kitchen or in your garden, and they're very easy to access. And you've got these things in your kitchen already, so they're so easy and handy to just grasp the moment you feel a shiver or a chill or a bit of a scratchy throat. And let's have a look at the first one, which is lemon. We use lemons for cooking and for baking, but and they flavour water. But lemons have shown in vitro that they kill nearly every form of microbe that's out there. So they're really good at allaying infections. So if you're beginning to present with any kind of infection, you know, a sniffle or a cold or anything like that, prevention is better than cure, so get some lemon juice into yourself. You can squeeze the lemon into warm water and drink it, or you can mix it with some of the other things that I'll be talking about. And one of those is ginger. It's a herb or it's a spice, it doesn't really matter. And ginger is fantastic for this time of year because it's a circulatory herb. So it helps to move the blood around, and that makes you feel nice and warm. So it's very comforting. It's very soothing. It's great for the digestive system as well because it can prevent nausea. And sometimes if somebody gets a cold on their stomach, they can be sick as well. So again, first signs of feeling cold and chilly, get some ginger into you. You can grate it into a teapot, pour the water on, let it infuse, and away you go. And this can also help you if you have a fever because it will help you sweat out those toxins that are making you feverish. But because it's a circulatory herb, it's also keeping you lovely and warm as well. And it's going to help with it's a decongestant. So it's going to help you sweat out toxins, it's going to break up phlegm, and it's going to make you feel warm and cozy instead of shivery and aching, because that's how these winter ailments manifest for some people. Some people can feel cold to the bones and they just cannot get warm, and that's where ginger comes in. It's really warming, stimulating, and gets the blood moving. And if your blood is moving, it means it's going to go through the liver more quickly, which means your liver is going to deal with all the nasty things it needs to get rid of, and so you will recover quicker. But as I said, it's about prevention. And then moving on to the supreme winter remedy, which is garlic. And if you want to know more about garlic, I made this video a year or 2 back. But garlic is antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, antiviral. It in vitro, it shows to be more effective than penicillin. So it's a very good natural antibiotic. And you can take this in numerous ways. And you can use garlic in all your cooking. Just remember to chop it and leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes for the allicin content to become active. And you can use this, take it raw, just eat it up, chew it up. Never mind the taste and the smell, just go for it. But you could also make tea with it. You can make a tincture with it. I'm just thinking of prevention. You could have these things made ready. But if you don't, you can make garlic bread. You can put it into bread and butter and eat it that way. You can rub it on the soles of your feet. And anyway, garlic is all in the other video. But just to say now, it's a decongestant. It's going to break up phlegm. It's going to fight whatever infection you've picked up. And it's another stimulatory herb. So it's going to get the blood moving more quickly, keeping you warm, making you feel better. And it's something that I'd say everybody has in their kitchen. So remember, as preventative medicine for winter ailments, it's the top, it's the number 1 in my book. But there's a couple of other herbs, so we're going to go outside to have a look at those. I'll just get my jacket. Come on, dogs. I'm going down to the polytunnel first because I want to get some sage. Come, Jazz. So this is the sage. It doesn't grow for me outside because the wind just batters it and it goes black and it rots away. But it's thriving here in the polytunnel. And sage is a specific for sore throats. So sore throats, that first little scrape, scratch, take a cup of sage tea and gargle with it as well, and you will be sorted almost immediately. It is so fantastic for throats. But if you accidentally don't take that responsibility for your throat and you are left with something a little bit worse and it might develop into tonsillitis, you can still use sage for that as well. But it's another herb that is going to fight off any infections. It's going to be very good for sinusitis as well. And it's another herb that breaks down phlegm and congestion. A lot of people have sage either growing in their garden or they will at least have it as a dried herb in the kitchen. So incredibly easy to access. Smells great too. So I'll get a little bit of this just to dry ready. And we'll move on now and I'll just show you my fifth and final herb. And then I'm going to tell you how we can combine them in different ways to suit each individual person. It's quite mild here. In fact, it's really lovely, but that doesn't mean we won't get very cold weather and we won't get, hit by colds and flus and other infections. A lot of the herbs I'm talking about are also immune stimulators as well, so they're going to really boost your immune system and enhance your immune system. So rosemary is the fifth one. And rosemary is another circulatory herb that's going to make you feel nice and warm. But again, like the others, it's antimicrobial, it's antiseptic, it's antibacterial, so it's going to help fight infections as well as boosting the immune system. It has the reputation of bringing long life, as does sage. The two of them together both enhance longevity. So you can understand from that it's definitely a herb that's beneficial to the immune system. So I'm going to get some of this as well, because if I don't use it for my health, I can certainly use it for, various meals. There we are. You might have noticed I've picked some fennel seeds, the little stems, the seeds are ripe, so I've just picked those. They're not in this 5 herbs for winter. The ginger, the garlic, the rosemary, they're all going to stimulate the circulatory system to make you feel nice and warm. So why do we need to take 3 of them? Well, you wouldn't take them all together. You might take ginger with lemon. Everybody knows of ginger and lemon. But maybe somebody's got a very heavy fever, so you could give them one of the herbs that's a diaphoretic to help them sweat it out. So that would be garlic, it would be the ginger. And if somebody has a very heavy cough and they're really getting a lot of pain from coughing, you could think of rosemary because it's antispasmodic, so it's going to relieve that spasmic coughing. So you might put rosemary with the ginger to fight off. Oh no, look, the chickens, they've learned to fly over the fence and they keep leaving lovely little parcels of poo on our outdoor paving. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Oh. Oh, she'll find her way out again. So what was I saying? So if somebody has an infection, lemon is going to be really beneficial. If they have sinusitis, again, it's going to help. Sage is going to help if they start off with a sore throat. garlic and ginger are going to make people feel nice and warm and cozy and help the extremities, particularly from feeling cold. And if you have that chilled bone sensation and you just can't get warmed up, ginger and garlic are both going to help in that respect. As will rosemary help with that as well. So these 5 herbs that I think are a must for preparing for winter and for prevention, they're best used as preventatives. You can't go wrong. And if you don't have all of them, even 1 or 2 of them is going to be really beneficial for prevention. And of course, rosemary and sage and the garlic and the ginger, they're also lovely and tasty. Why wouldn't you use them in your cooking anyway? That's what I like to do. Come, dogs. Oh, doggies. So there we are. Beautifully fragrant rosemary, full of volatile oils. So just to recap, it's brilliant for the circulatory system, it's antimicrobial, it's antiseptic, it's going to help you to feel warm and it's going to fight infections and boost the immune system. Sage is a specific for the throat, but it's also going to benefit the chest and it's going to help with coughs. Thyme is an antispasmodic as well, by the way. And then the old kitchen favourites, the lemon, the garlic and the ginger. 5 simple, easy to access herbs and spices that you don't want to be without. Preventative so that there's no risk of getting sick over winter. And don't wait till the last minute before you take these. Start to incorporate them into your diet. Make teas with them. And, you know, there's nothing more delicious and comforting. Hey, you're making so much noise. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. We'll see everybody next week. Don't forget to hit the bell. And don't forget I'm on Substack as well if you want to look for extra content. And I will put in the box below all the actions of these herbs so that if you didn't catch everything just by listening, you can see it all written down. See you next week. I hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And have a look at the website danusirishherbgarden.com for more information about us and about the herbal medicine courses I offer and the Wise Woman Way training. And if you go to the shop, you can find the books, the weed handbooks and other herbal goodies. And remember, we put a new film out every Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you next week.